Day 15. Very windy night last night. Turns out the sand is so fine that it goes right through your bug net. All night I was getting peppered with sand. I woke up and my eyes were kind of glued closed with some crap that just didn't come off like normal. I had to walk a half mile, come up here and splash water on my face and get in there with toilet paper and scrub it out. Never had that problem before, but I guess I got a lot of sand in my eyes last night. All of us left our phones up here last night to try to, upload as much stuff. This is the only place with Wi-Fi. I didn't even upload one video, not even. So it's gonna be a difficult trail, man. Already my phone is getting filled with crap. Sure, I should record less, I probably wouldn't have that problem, but I talk too much, we all know that. So I don't know what's going down today. We'll see if Jandals gets his package or not. I'd be kind of happy if he didn't, but all at the same time, I did soak for like 3-4 hours in those hot tubs, so, I got my fill. Wouldn't mind heading out today, wouldn't mind sitting around for another day, it's one of those kind of things. I'm hoping the next place has better Wi-Fi, but this is probably going to be an ongoing problem. It's one of those things, so deal with it as it comes. So even with rain fly up, zippers all sealed, this is the amount of sand that's made it through. Yeah, it's everywhere. That goes right through your bug net. I found that out last night. But yeah, everything's just covered in sand now, man. Oh, well, you shake everything out. It's gonna take a bit. So we're still hanging here at docks, waiting for Jandal's package to come in, which we don't know if it will or not, but it's cold outside, so I don't feel like hiking. We have run into a new hiker. We got a Baywatch right there. Ran into him this morning. Turns out he got here last night too, but he actually stayed at some people's houses. So I fucked up on YouTube again. I'm trying to get stuff out, and my stupid phone deleted some of the ones I've made, so I gotta go back and remake them, but the Wi-Fi here sucks. So I don't have a whole lot of space left in my phone. I record too much. And I gotta get those things back out of the cloud, so there might be a small gap in the videos. I'll do my best to keep up on it, and that's what I do, but I fall behind here and there. Okay, day 16, I'm pretty sure anyway. I got cold last night. It got so cold, I don't know if you can see it, but I'll try to grab some pictures. But they water their lawn with the hot water out here, everybody seems to, and it just froze everything. Everything is solid ice back there. Okay, we got a lot of river crossings ahead of us. I am not looking forward to getting my balls into cold water, but hey, it is what it is. We're going to go check out, there's some cliff dwellings, and we're going to just walk by and see how convenient it is. And I got to walk far off trail, and I hear it's $10 as well. I'm a little iffy, but I'll go check it out, yeah. But yeah, we got like 40 more miles of river crossing, so we're going to try to do 15 today and get to another hot springs up the way, because it's supposed to be even colder tomorrow, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I can't say enough good stuff about Doc Campbell's post. This place is great. Okay, they use the hot water from the spring for everything. So while I was taking my morning dump, my butt cheeks were being warmed. That was one of the better ones in my life. Heated toilets, that's the way to go. Mike's a really cool guy. He's here to help us out. Let us hang out all day yesterday just to get out of the cold, and just to help us out. He's, him, his wife, his kids are great. You'll never hear me say that either. His kids are great. His little daughter Lainey, she was the one feeding the goat. She kind of took a liking to me, which is, it's always weird when kids actually like me. A lot of them are just scared of me. But no, she told Darian, hey, tell Nightcrawler I said goodbye, because she thought I was leaving yesterday. That's cute. I like that stuff. Not looking forward to getting in the water, but it's about time to go. So he's opened up the store for us real quick just so we can do some last minute, shopping, get a burrito or something. And then we're out, but definitely Doc Campbell's post, this place is, and it's just going to get better, man. But if you're hiking through here, definitely take the heel alternate. Don't let fear-mongering slow you down. This was a really high year, and so far we're not dead. But this place is worth stopping by. And we're off. We got our merry band of Darian. We got Jandals and Baywatch. He will not be with us long because he's a quick guy. But, hey. We're family now, even though we're breaking up in like a week. But it was cool while it lasted. It was fun hiking with these guys. We knew it wasn't permanent. But, you know, you feel a lot more confident with these river crossings and all that with, you know, just somebody around. Just in case shit goes bad. Bye, Doc Campbell's. You're great to us. Day's gotten much more pleasant now that we're moving, obviously. We're in the middle of our 3-mile road walk, which should lead near some cliff dwellings. So I'm curious about them. I wouldn't mind seeing them. I've seen plenty of them. Montezuma's Castle and stuff like that. You know, we even as kids illegally climbed up into some of them. I can't remember which ones, but we went inside. Found a turtle shell, a snake skeleton. Probably, you know, we weren't supposed to be in there. Weird enough, I went in with a Mormon church back when we were pretending we were Mormons so they'd help take care of us, because Mormons do take care of their own, as long as you're white. That was one of the rules back then. They're a softer community now, so they're accepting blacks, but we all know they still hate them. But we went on a little outing with them, and yeah, they did all sorts of illegal shit. I remember rolling a huge boulder off a cliff and it crushing the trees below. Yeah. But, you know, on that point, yeah, I've seen some cliff dwellings. So if I don't see these, I won't be disappointed. But if they're convenient, I'm going to go check them out. It looks like we're going to lose both Darian and Baywatch today. I told her she should try to keep up with him. He's doing 25s or so every day. You know, he's in his 20s, real good shape. But, you know, she's got an agenda. She's got to go fast. Plus, we're coming up to a choice now. We can either take the high route and not cross any rivers, or take the low route and be in the canyon crossing rivers. She doesn't want to get her feet wet again. It's been really cold in the mornings, and putting on frozen boots sucks. Can't blame her. Plus, I think she's getting this done by August. That's her plan. So I was like, you know, take the high route. It's a few miles shorter. You know, I'd probably skip the San Juans too. You can go right around those. They're dangerous right now. Just gonna slow you down. You know, if your goal is completing, then, you know, she's going to need to shave off some miles, because she's been out here as long as me, so she's moving as slow as me. She has grand dreams of doing 25s, 30s every day. She talks about it, but she keeps doing 15s with us, maybe an occasional 20 or so. I think our biggest day together was 24. Getting stronger slowly but surely, but, you know, I've got no reason to hurry, man. None. There's snow up there waiting for me, and we know how much I like cold. Yeah, not at all. So, like, I'm in no hurry, so I'm going to watch these guys peel off one after another. And it was really great hanging with them, but, you know, at the same time, we all knew it wasn't a permanent thing. I hope she makes it, man. This will toughen her up a lot, man. She hasn't spent any time alone, so being alone out in the wilderness like this is bound to toughen you up. I think everybody should be alone out in the wilderness a little bit, you know, not necessarily in grizzly territory. So is it me, or is this stick figure a little thicker and chubbier than most? Like, you don't want to give people negative body images with those thin stick figures. So we made it to the Gila Visitor Center. Go in, check it out. See where these cliff dwellings are. Hopefully everything's close, because, you know, I'm lazy. At least I got to do, you know, 15 miles a day, which doesn't sound like much, but, you know, it's a lot of river crossings. But if we do it successfully, tonight there is fire and hot springs. So, you know, it's a goal. So the visitor center's pretty nice. Paid $10 to go in the dwellings. We're going to walk up there later. But, you know, as far as they go, this is a pretty decent one. Okay, time to get going. We are on the bridge walk going up there. This is a grueling mile loop. So we're giving a whole spiel, you know. Whole 200 feet in elevation. We left our packs there. They're going to watch them for us, so that's pretty cool. But we actually get to go inside, so let's see what we got. We already get our first peek inside one. I can see some walls, you know, little quick cliff dwellings. Not up there yet. We still got a bit to go. And these hikers walk so fast, it's hard to keep up with them. At least they put bridges over this torrent of a river. But unfortunately here we have to backtrack a couple miles, because we did come a couple miles off trail to get here. So it's going to make getting to that hot springs. Realistically, I don't think I'm making it there tonight. I'm not. But hey, stranger things have happened. Not much to look at so far. Obviously, the idiots didn't know how to build a house. Walls are supposed to go higher. Just telling you, natives, you're doing it wrong. See, those last guys should have looked at their neighbors. They knew how to build a wall. See, these guys did it right. How do you get into this? Oh, I think that's the little door back here. No, that's all bricked up. Was that the entrance at one point? Yeah.
That's fantastic. That was the highlight.
So we are allowed to enter. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay, so the ceilings are dark from all the soot from the years of fires. Wow.
Really surprised by it.
Well, these dwellings are actually more impressive than Mesa Verde.
No entry for rabbits. I am a rabbit by the Chinese zodiac, so that counts. This is where the natives kept their first aid supplies. You never know when shit's going down. Whoop, 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 tripping on this. Yeah, they warned me about tripping. That's pretty bitchin' now. Cooler than I expected it to be. So yeah, tons of rooms. You know, the walls went up higher back in the day. A little bit of erosion has taken place, you know. But it looks like this one goes from that room behind this rock. Oh, it comes out into here. I wonder if these had roofs on them back in the day, maybe made out of wood or something. You can see the holes. I bet those were where, you know, wood was jammed in there back in the day. I mean, how else would you get such a round hole in there? I like it tells me it's the end of the trail. Naturally, it's the end of the trail, but I'm glad they put a sign up, because some people like me just keep on walking. So Baywatch just noticed this, that there's these handprints in Hunt. See that bad boy? Yeah, I think there's another one right there. But that's definitely a handprint, man. Kick ass. You know. So now it's the long, grueling half-mile walk downhill back to our backpacks. Don't know how we do it. But that was pretty interesting, you know, good time. Not necessarily worth $10 in my book, but, you know, hell, I don't mind giving money to the, you know, the BLM. I like public lands. So I don't mind, you know, a little thing like that here and there. But you know me, normally if I can get away with not paying for something, I won't. Like that ferry ride I took last year, I didn't pay that $8. Those people obviously have enough money. They've got a huge ferry and they're charging everybody else. Why should I pay? But this is a little different. These things are definitely underfunded and it's probably going to get worse. So Darian noticed this wall on the way by. There has all these pictographs that the ancient people have drawn all over the place. So they even climbed way up here to do them. Ooh, man.
We were walking away from the helical dwellings and my car and I
There's a
wanted
little guy.
there were some, I thought they were called petroglyphs, but
Ooh, I want to notice that this guy is actually wearing clothes. He's got a kilt on. This is they were predicting my coming. Yes. They knew a skinny guy with a kilt would be coming someday. I am the foretold one. Okay, so Darian's leaving us right now. Tramley's breaking up already. We might see her later on because our routes cross each other. Give me some love, man. Oh, it's been great hanging out with you, bro.
You too.
Yeah, good times, man. You're a cool motherfucker.
You're cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss you.
Oh, it's so sad. First one down. Let's see who drops next, huh? See if trail.
See ya.
It's a little sad watching her go. I worry about that girl. I think she's biting off more than she can chew, but you know, she's a big girl. She's been on a lot of hikes. She knows what she's doing. But you know, this is a big hike, man. And to try to do it mostly by yourself, that's a big undertaking. Wish her the best of luck. I hope I run into her in the future, man. But with the speed she's supposed to be doing, I somehow doubt that's going to happen. But best of luck, Darian. Almost done with the road walk. Maybe another half mile to go. We're going in the wrong direction, actually. So we walked a couple miles up to them, walking a couple miles back, and then continuing on with our day of river crossing. But these guys are so much faster than me that I'm not even going to try to keep up. Unless they slow down, cool. But, you know, they were talking about doing 3 miles plus an hour. And I was like, well, I'll see you up there, man. You know, I'm in no hurry. You know, I don't feel the need to be around people all the time. Not yet. You know, I've been lonely. I doubt I'm really going to get that lonely on this trail, even though there's a lot less people behind me. Yeah, and I've spent a few nights alone, you know. I'm kind of used to that. A little different out here, but, you know, the more things change, the more they stay the same. We'll see how far I make it tonight, though. No goals, no agendas. I mean, I had a goal of hot springs, but I'm just putting that as a lofty goal that I might make. But I'm not going to push myself. So, YouTube videos. I learned something new because my photos have to back up into the cloud, and I assumed they backed up in chronological order. No, I don't know what order it picks, maybe file size or something. But I was trying to free up space, and I figured I had still 600 things to upload in the cloud, so you know my last few days are pretty safe. But when I hit the thing to free up space, it took all of my still photos out. So I have 2 or 3 days that I just don't have still photos in because it's too much of a hassle to go back in the cloud, wrestle them out. I need a lot of signal for that. So 2 or 3 days without any photos. And I did take some good ones, but you know, what the hell. It's only a couple of days. I've learned something. So there's that. But, you know, other than that, the YouTube thing is going pretty well so far. I'm just hoping for some signal, like actual signal. I'm not stuck on Wi-Fi. But at the same time, so I pay for this thing called unlimited service. You know, I get to use as much as I want. No, it's unlimited, but they limit you. So as you hit a certain amount, they're like, we're going to slow you down. So that sounds like a limit. That almost sounds like the definition of a limit. So things will get a lot harder because I have reached my limit according to, you know, they text me like, oh, you've gone over your limit. We're slowing you down. What the hell am I paying for unlimited for if you're slowing me down? But AT&T so far out here kind of sucks. The people with Verizon are having a better time so far on the trail with having signal. But it is what it is, man. I'm going to deal with it. If I run out of phone space, I'm going into a town somewhere, you know, an actual town. I'll hit you in, sit there for a couple of days while I do my thing because I don't want to leave any days out. You know, future me wants to watch all of this. Even the road walks are beautiful, man. Okay, almost back at the trailhead. Let's see how far I make it tonight. So we've reached the trailhead to the Middle Fork River of the Gila. Apparently, it's easier than I thought. I'm sure we have like 40 river crossings, but it's only a little over 10 miles to the next stopping point. Oh, but it's a windy, cold day. That water's going to be cold. A lot of snow melt happened because it was warm a couple of days ago. Melted a bunch of snow. So the river's flowing a little faster today than it was the other day. And it's going to be colder. Well, we're at our first river crossing. Jandals hasn't made any high-pitched noises, so it can't be that cold. I'm shorter than you are. It's going to touch my balls. Yeah, it looks like the trail just ends here. We don't want to fall to our deaths. About face. Seems like we were on the trail. Sure looks like trail, but evidently it's not. I see Karen down there. Maybe we just weren't supposed to cross the river. Or whatever that counts as. There's a great blue heron flying overhead. Thing's huge. It was looking like a pterodactyl in the sky. Alright, so we're making pretty good time. We've only crossed the river 3 times so far. But things are going pretty well. It's not nearly as windy down here, so it's pretty tolerable. I'm still wearing my tights because they're made out of wool, so they keep me a little bit warmer. You know, smart wool. If we make it to hot springs, I'll dry them out there. If not, I'll just leave them outside my tent. I don't need to sleep in them. I've got extra clothes. Just no pants. Oh, maybe 6 or 8 river crossings in, and it's windier and colder. My legs and feet hurt a lot. But what do? Try to hike faster, man. That's what you do when you're cold. Sitting down and whining isn't going to help the situation, so I'm going to talk and whine. Oh, I hear we got like 40 of these, so... Oh, man, I'm going to need to suck up a lot of buttercups to get through this, man. Oh, I just keep thinking about hot springs, hot springs, hot springs. Warm my gams up in those. Ooh. So, talking with people about the visitor center, they were really annoyed by the fire. Because evidently, a bunch of people on horses, you know, firemen on horses, I guess, tried to get down there, but they said the river was impassable on horse, which we all did. So they turned back and they were just going to let it burn. Yeah, she was, the lady running it was pretty annoyed by that. She's like, you know, by what we described, you know, it wasn't contained. You know, they can jump the river a few times. So, yeah. So at least they knew about it. They said that they went and took pictures of everybody's license plates up at the trailheads and whatnot. And they think they have it narrowed down to a group of kayakers. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't too much devastation, maybe 10 acres or so over a half mile. But still, good wind picks up, it could spread it. Wow, cool. It's just big natural cave, just cacao, just collapsed. Okay, so I'm only like 2 miles in. Feeling better, the wind's not hitting me as much, the sun's out a little bit. I can't quite feel my toes, which really means they just sting. But my legs are feeling warm again. So there's that. So those guys are carrying on. I need a break. We're a little over 2 miles in, but I'm pretty weary. And I got a lot of rocks in my shoes. I need to take care of my feet, you know. Don't want no blisters. So I was like, you guys go on, I will catch up. Or not. But I'll figure it out. And as if on cue, the sun just came out. Oh, I feel better instantly. Oh, I'm wet up to like here-ish, you know, so it's a little cold. This is all quick dry stuff, so you know, I'm good there. And I'm out of the wind right now. Ooh, in direct sunlight, I can feel it through my clothes. Oh, it's glorious. So, take a few minutes here. I'm not worried about catching up with those guys. It'll happen eventually. Or not, you know. Long trail, though. I'm pretty sure it will. I mean, the hot springs are only from here. I think we're down to like 6 miles, maybe 7. I don't know. I didn't look at the map. I just hear them talking. Why do you need to look at a map when you're in a canyon? You can't get lost in a canyon. Take that back. I can get lost in a canyon, but most people can't. So these guys are digging my approach on the rivers. I just they're like, you just bulldoze across. I literally just dig my sticks in and just fight it. You're supposed to face the river, have it coming on to you so you can lean into it and sidestep your way across. But I haven't been doing that, dude. I just dig my poles in and fight that river because, you know, it's only, you know, crotch deep or so. But, you know, like they start in the river before me. I'm, you know, standing back talking, filming, doing whatever. And then I jump in and I cross before them every time. Like, damn, dude, you're like a bulldozer. So that's my alternate trail name. Only when I'm crossing rivers, though. Because I ain't going to be crossing no rivers at night. I ain't not crawling across a river. I mean, I've done it before on other trails, but, you know, you can pick your way across. This is actually, you know, getting in the river. And if I can't see the bottom, you know, I can't assess how fast, how deep, you know. You can see the surface of the water, but you only get so much from that. So as long as I can see the bottom of it, bulldoze, man. I did, you know, make a mistake the other day and just fell right in, and it was nipple deep and took me and stole my shoes. So, you know, it doesn't always work out, but, you know, hey, most of the time when we've done like 50 river crossings now and I've only, you know, got taken down river once, that's not bad. I still got another 5 minutes here before I feel like taking off, man. I'm not catching those guys anyway. They're both quicker than I am, so, you know, yeah, screw it. enjoy my day, man. I kind of like being out here alone as well. Yeah, I got more of a chance to see some wildlife and stuff. When you're in a group of people, you're not going to see bears, mountain lions, stuff like that. So it's when you're alone. And I really want to see a mountain lion. Like, really bad, man. There's lots of places for him to hide up here. It wouldn't be cool if I panned around. There's like a mountain lion face right there. Oh, I wish. Not necessarily behind me, but, I want to get pretty close to one, man. Look into its eyes. Coax it over and scratch its ears and make friends with it. My animal spirit. Wouldn't you know it? It's snowing. Yeah. Yay, just what I needed, huh? As if I wasn't cold enough already. Hey, only like 30 more river crossings to go. Type 2 fun. Woo! Oh, I'm cold. Very, very cold. I wasn't expecting snow today. This is quite surprising. It's built up on my hat. The ice falling from the sky. Oh, but I can feel the sunshine. That's nice. Kick ass, I did not expect snow. I mean, it's not a great thing, but, I like the unexpected. And it's sunny again, so if you don't like the weather in New Mexico, wait 5 minutes. It'll change for you. A little bit of ice is still falling from the sky, but the sun's shining, and I can feel it on my legs. But I'm about to go in the river again right now. So, hey, there's that. Yay, adventure. Wow. Alright, so I'm getting hypothermic. My fingers don't work much anymore. Everything's getting a little harder. But I gotta keep trucking, man. There's no sunshine. There's little patches. The sun could peek out, but it's hiding behind that big bad boy right now. At least it ain't snowing. Guessing this is where I cross again. So I'm on, I don't know, probably crossing 18 or so. Getting close. Closer. I just gotta keep trucking, man. Hot tubs are calling. Oh, this one looks kind of deep. But I can't stop moving or I'll freeze to death. These are some badass canyons, man. This is pretty painful, I won't deny. Okay, but I'm still saying this route was worth it to take. Because, look at this. When do you get to see this, man? Sure, it'd be great if it was 20 degrees warmer. But, we don't always get that. So, it's type 2 fun, baby. If it ain't hurting, it ain't type 2. Just ran into a bunch of people camping. Oh, sun's out again. Awesome. And they gave me great news. I'm only like 5 minutes behind those guys. And there's hot springs in 2.5 miles. I can make 2.5 miles. Look at that. Awesome. I can make 2.5 miles before I lose my shit. But, my fingers haven't gotten wet at all, but they're numb. They're not working like they're supposed to. I can't feel much from my knees down, except pain. But 2.5 miles, man, I can do that. If I push it hard, it's probably going to be an hour and a half. 2 miles an hour I can maintain, but not through rivers, man. That's asking too much. But who knows, maybe I can. Let's do it. Hot springs. So I'm going to take another break. I found a spot in the sun, sheltered from most of the wind. I'm going to put on a puffy and hike with that the rest of the way. I am too damn cold to go without it. I need to get the feeling back in these things. Because I can't feel my legs from the knees down mostly. I can feel them, but they're not working right. So I'm pretty much just pulling myself along with my hands, but they're starting to give out on me too, so. Bask in the sunlight for a while, let it do its rejuvenation on me, throw on a puffy. And relax for a minute. Wish I had some safety supplies because this is the perfect time for a safety meeting, but hey, it is what it is. While I would not recommend doing river crossings in your puffy because I'm going to get it wet, that's why I carry 2 of them. And I'd be like, why would you need to carry 2 puffies? Well, in cases like this, man, I'm freezing my buttuckus off. And I need to keep some heat in, man. What other choice do I have? So I'll wear a puffy. I might get the bottom of it wet, but I got another one. This one will eventually dry out. It's just, it's colder than it looks out here. You don't see my breath coming out, so you're like, it can't be that cold. I realized ice was just falling from the sky. Definitely a chilly day. But as long as the wind doesn't keep picking up, it's not bad, man. I can totally deal with it. A little sunshine here and there, but you come around some of these corners, and those huge cliff walls are just angling all this wind at you. Oh, so you're not just fighting the river, you're fighting the breeze that comes along with it. That cold breeze. I'll be in hot springs in no time, man. Well, it's going to feel like a long time, but it's no time. That's just gorgeous, man. Okay, so you can get lost in the canyon. There's a fork back there, but I actually took the right way. I wasn't sure, and I just wandered in what I felt like was the right direction. I eventually saw some of Jandal's footprints, and that guy always checks the map, so I can be assured that I am on the right path. Not a whole lot of footprints to be found around here, but when you get to the edge, there's sandy stuff, and his footprints are pretty obvious. I've been seeing them for weeks now, and there's not a whole lot of other footprints out here, so they kind of have to be his or Baywatch's. Gorgeous. Okay, man. A few more twists and turns and a hot spring's gonna pop out of nowhere. It's gonna be awesome. I gotta be getting close. I noticed this waterfall coming down the side. I went and stepped in the water. Oh, and it's warm. So I'm just leaving my feet soaking in this for a minute just to get the feeling back. It kind of hurts. And there's only warm water, it's not hot. That means I'm getting close. And when I said I'm getting close, I actually think that's the path right there. So, since I might not have any more river crossings, I can step out of that nice warm water. Oh, that felt great. And I think I'm supposed to head up this path. Oh, I see a wet footprint. So, yeah, they went up this way. Pretty damn sure. So yeah, just a short trip up that little waterfall, and we got these badass clean pools. Look how blue that water is. Oh, coming hot and fresh out of there. There's some campsites up there. Jandal said he saved me a good spot. Oh yeah, I'm ready to get in a hot tub. So we have a fire pit we will be utilizing later. I guess somebody put some time into it. Those guys are camped up there. Pretty nice camping. Trail goes up further. I don't know where it leads. Not going to bother following. Look at this scenic backdrop. Look at that. Look at that. And then hot tubs are right down there. Hills. Yeah, dog. Time to go get in. Oh, we got a good in here, man. We got a little waterfall feeding it. We got a little grotto on the other side with a bird's nest and a hidden waterfall behind it where you can hear it coming through, but you can't see it. The water is not hot, but it is definitely warm, man. My body temperature's coming back up. I'm not shivering anymore. Oh, I needed this right where it was at, too, man. This is fucking perfect. Awesome. Great place to spend the night, man. One of my best campsites ever, I must say. It's right up there with Antlers. Antlers was a great one in the 100-mile wilderness. But this is, how long do you get to camp with a hot spring right next to your camp, man? And I don't think you can walk, drive anywhere near here, so we're not going to see anybody. You got to walk if you want to come to this one. Let's go check out the grotto. This is my little grotto. Got a little bird's nest right here. And you got a waterfall in here that you can hear. But you can't see it anywhere. Very cool. It's nice and warm over here. I might kick it over here. Yes, this is my spot. I can cook right up on that ledge right there. Oh, yeah, perfect. So I'm chilling in the grotto because this waterfall behind me is really warm. Cooking my food right there. Oh, paradise, man. Yeah, so we're just gonna live here now. Fuck all this hiking, man, and we're done. This is my spot. Nobody's gonna come move me out of here. It's gonna take a lot of manpower, so they're just gonna leave me alone. There's a hermit up the way, you know, that weird creepy guy that came out and grabbed Darian. I could be the creepy hermit guy of this area. We have fire. And a place to like dry our clothes, but none of us are dumb enough to hang our clothes on there. I wonder how many socks have been lost on this. I got all my undies hanging in that tree over there. That's how I dry shit. Today was a pretty rough day, but at the end there was a great reward. I actually started off with a reward. It was really nice, you know, but the few miles we did were rough. So, we're worried about storms, but we checked the weather. We're not supposed to be getting for a while. And we only have 26 miles left of river. So before, you know, our weather forecast says for the next 2 days it's only like a 10% chance. So we're gonna go with that, you know. Maybe a little snow here and there, it said, but, you know, it's already cold. Snow doesn't make it any colder. But tomorrow is going to be colder than today was. So I think since my clothes are wet, I'm going to start off my day in the hot tub, man. I'm going to go down there and I'm going to put on my cold, wet clothes in a hot tub. Why not, you know? Get as warm as I can because I'm going directly into an ice cold river. Well, not ice cold. That's exaggerating. It's not ice cold. It's just cold. It doesn't, like, take your breath away or anything. It just sucks, you know? But on a warm day, it wouldn't be bad at all. It was refreshing the other day, so. But the next 2 days are supposed to be pretty damn cold. You know, 30s for the low, like high 30s and low 50s or something for the high, so. Yeah, I'm a desert rat, man. I like it hot. So, yeah, be out of this. Yeah, I mean, if I want to bail out in 6.5 miles, I can jump up on the high route and take that and not have to worry about river crossings. But I think I'm going to stick with it because this has been gorgeous, man. It's been well worth the little bit of pain I've had to put up with. It's been pretty amazing. It has. So, I'm going to see what my future holds, and I'm going to stay in this canyon.